Welcome. The Riviera Beach Planning and Zoning Board meeting for Thursday, January 28, 2016 is now in session. I have a moment of silence, then stand for the pledge. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Call the roll, please.
Cedric Barber II.
Here.
Troy McCoy.
Here.
Margaret Shepard.
Here.
Julius Wigner. Brian Colton.
Here.
Renee James.
Here.
Andrew Moody.
Here.
Quorum is present.
Any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Good afternoon, Jeff Gagnon, Assistant Director of Community Development. There are no additions or deletions to the agenda. However, I did want to formally introduce the board members to Ms. Lana Busby, our new Assistant City Attorney. So I want to give her the opportunity to just introduce herself and maybe say a few brief comments.
Good evening. Lina Busby. I'm working under, obviously, Ms. Pamela Ryan, and I was previously in the city of Miami, and I have my own law practice, and now I'm here at this wonderful city of Riviera Beach. Nice to meet you all.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Any disclosures by board members of the items today? A motion to adopt the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Cedric Barber II.
Yes.
Cedric McCoy.
Yes.
Margaret Shepard.
Here.
I'm sorry, is it yes or no?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Brian Colton.
Yes.
Renee James.
Yes.
Andrew Moody.
Yes.
Unanimous voting, motion approved.
Motion to approve the minutes of the January 14th meeting.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, I have just a couple of quick comments. Can you give me a chance to find them here? On page 138, which would be page 41, they attribute a number of comments to me on line 10. I believe that was just a continuation of Mr. McCoy's comments that continued on.
That is page 141. Is that correct?
No, it's page 41,
Page 41.
but page 158 of the main.
So page 41, 158, line 10.
Yeah. So just delete my comments from it.
Okay, we can go back and review that.
Okay. I guess that was it. Call the roll. We have a motion and a second.
Motion by Mr. Troy McCoy, second by Ms. Brenda James.
Clarification.
Yeah.
Cedric Barber II.
Hold on a second.
So, Mr. Canuti, are you suggesting that the minutes be amended?
No, just remove my name, because it looks like it was, I think it was just a continuation of your comments. Because I did not say that. So,
You didn't say line 10?
yeah, correct.
I'm sure I didn't say line 10.
Okay, well, how do you do this, Jeff? It goes just back to the tape?
Yeah, we have the recording, so
All right.
I understand the directive to be to verify if Chair Community made a statement. If it's undeterminable, indiscernible, then we'll coordinate with the court reporter and see how that's typically handled.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, continue.
Okay, Cedric Barber II.
Yes. Well, let me just, to be clear, what's the motion? Is it to delete? Is it to clarify? Is it to confirm?
Basically, the motion was to approve the minutes, and I asked for them to clarify that one line item.
Okay, yes.
Cedric McCoy.
Yes.
Margaret Shepherd.
Yes.
Brian Colton. Yes. Renee James.
Yes.
Henry Canuti.
Yes.
Unanimous voting. Motion approved.
Unfinished business, I see there's none. New business? Mr. Gagnon?
New business, we have one item tonight. It's an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Riviera Beach, Palm Beach County, Florida, amending Chapter 28 of the City's Code of Ordinances entitled Signs in order to create standards for installation and use of signs within the Marina District upland area, providing for conflicts, severability, and codification, and providing an effective date. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Nicole Galehouse, our senior planner, to provide the board with a presentation.
Good evening, Nicole Galehouse, senior planner. So tonight's item is to amend our sign code to allow for new signage in the Marina District, along with as the Marina District Master Plan is implemented. So the area that this amendment refers to is on the screen is the Marina District upland area. So primarily east of Broadway from 11th to 17th Street around the marina. A little bit extending on 13th Street west of Broadway. So as I mentioned, the goal of this amendment is to promote the use and redevelopment of the Marina District upland area and providing for a variety of unique sign options. Basically it describes here that area that I just showed you on the map. So permissible signs in this area would be city initiated. We would allow a landmark sign, which is prominent master development sign, vehicular directional signs to provide for site identification and wayfinding for automobiles, monument signs to identify specific locations or facilities, wall signs primarily along the Marina Boardwalk area for pedestrian wayfinding primarily, regulatory signs, so health, safety, and welfare, and these can be implemented into the character of the upland area through ornamental features and color schemes. Parking signage, so identifying the different parking areas available. Pedestrian signage, again, helping pedestrians find their way and identify on-site amenities. And then other signs, we wanted to include this to allow for future addition of other signs that may go along with the others in character. So these city-initiated signs may be installed within the right-of-way, and except as stated above, they need to meet all other sign installation requirements.
Any questions or comments from the board? Mr. Colton? No? Mr. McCoy?
Yes. One question. I was concerned about permissible city-initiated signage. Is that meaning only the city is required to follow these sets of ordinances?
No, that means only the city is allowed to implement these types of signs.
Okay, well, I guess that's ultimately what I wanted to find out. If that's true, then why not make it policy as opposed to an ordinance?
The city's or signage to be permitted has to be through ordinance, I believe.
Despite it only being initiated by the city, you have to.
Yeah, the city has to follow our own code, so it has to be part of the code if we're going to permit them.
Okay, I was just curious because I know we do decorative seasonal things that's on utility poles, and I don't believe that's permitted by ordinance. I thought that was just a city policy, so I just wanted to kind of find out why was there a preference to do an ordinance as opposed to just an internal policy. So, fair enough. Thanks.
Ms. Shepherd,
No questions.
Mr. Barber.
None.
None.
Just one thing, two questions. There's no mention that some of the sign ordinance have a color palette in there to maintain a certain kind of, was that ever considered?
I think that's part of the Marina District Master Plan, so it would be implemented through the color schemes and anything that's been approved through that plan.
Okay. No other questions? Do we have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Okay, we have,
Okay, we have two motions and two.
say again.
Who did the motion and who seconded
Uh,
it, please?
Mr. Colton made the motion and seconded by Mr. McCoy. Mr. McCoy made it, okay. Mr. McCoy and then Mr. Colton second.
Okay. All right, so motion by Mr. Frederick McCoy, second by Mr. Brian Colton. Sergeant Barber the second.
Yes.
Frederick McCoy.
Yes.
Margaret Shepherd.
Yes.
Brian Colton. Yes. Renee James.
Yes.
Edward Kennedy.
Yes.
Unanimous voting, motion approved.
General discussion, no public comments, no public. Any correspondence, Mr. Gagnon?
Actually, the only correspondence that I wanted to make note on the record was we did hear from Mr. Wiggum. He did call before, and he just wanted to say that he did support the ordinance. Even though the motion was already made and unanimously approved, he was also in support of the motion.
That's it?
Is that
Okay. All right. Any board comments? Mr. Colton? No? Mr. McCoy?
Yes. Does this ordinance that we just passed also go back to the CRE for approval?
it will not go to the CRA for approval, just because it's dealing with the actual building permitting. So it falls in line with the Marina District Master Plan, which has already been approved. So this is kind of more just like the technical element. So instead of going to the CRA board and then City Council, it will go to City Council twice, being that's an ordinance.
Okay.
Ms. Shepherd, any comments?
No comments.
Mr. Barber?
No.
Ms. James?
None.
All right. I have no comments. Project updates and upcoming projects?
Yeah, I did want to make mention of the Cunningham Park revitalization project. It's very close to being ready to come from Planning and Zoning Board, so if not our next meeting, the following meeting, I'm hoping it'll be brought before the board. It was discussed at a recent public meeting that Councilman Guyton had. So from what I've seen, the plans look excellent, so hopefully we can bring them to the board relatively soon.
Chair,
Yes.
I have a question about the meeting. I received the notice by mail, but I wasn't able to attend because of prior engagements. Is there a way you can get any information on that meeting, like minute notes or anything that was?
Yeah, I believe they were recording the meeting, so I can check with our IT department to see if they have either a digital recording that we may be able to put online or something along those lines.
Okay, can you just let me know by email?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Upcoming P&C board meetings?
I anticipate meeting on February 11th and or February 25th.
And or? Okay,
Not quite sure of either one yet, so
okay. But it'll be one meeting.
more than likely.
Okay, good. Possibly at the next meeting, you could give us a little more of an update on the approvals that passed through here and went to city council and what happened.
Sure.
And also the ones that we didn't approve that went to city council and what happened.
Okay, I can provide that list through email prior to our next meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Chair,
Yes,
motion to adjourn.
second. Okay.